What's up, beer drinkers, and welcome to another special cold brew podcast, a Tap That Takeover series. This month, it's with Kerry McLeland, the head brewer over at Bone Haus Brewing. And many of you longtime listeners know I have a fondness for Bone Haus Brewing because of my friendship with Rachel Benkowski. So it was very cool to meet Kerry and get his take on Bone Haus and really how what kind of beers he likes to drink and how he started brewing. It's another one of those home brewers turned professional brewers. So I always love to hear those stories. And we talk a little bit about everything in our, we even talk a little bit about sports. You know me, I always like to bring up sports. And so let's get right to it. Let me hit you up with the plugs real quick. You can find our podcast, Cold Brew Podcast. Weekly shows come out every Friday. We are on Podbean and we are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and even YouTube. And then please give a shout out to Roshim out there in Tap That downtown. They are at 909 5th Street. And right there in the Roosevelt Row district of downtown Phoenix. It's a great bar, scratch kitchen, wonderful food. And so, go hit up Tap That. If you are ever in downtown, it's a cool spot. I really dig it. And then, of course, check out Bone Haus Brewing. They distribute all over the valley, or you can go up and get it from the source over at Fountain Hills. And they have a really cool spot. We talk, Kerry and I talk about their cool decor. If you have not been up there, it is a treat. It is it's a wondrous sight to be in there and drink amongst all the I guess the occultish type decor. So without further ado, it's time for Kerry and I to talk about beer. Not a lot of
nonchalant here.
Yeah, no secretives. I like to keep it all in the open.
How close? I need to be pretty close to this guy?
Yeah, as close as comfortable.
All right.
I can always adjust the levels here on my mixer. But very nice to meet you, Kerry.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about you. We have a mutual friend, Rachel.
Yeah. Rachel's been with us from pretty much the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to I live all the way on Surprise, so it's a little hard for me to get out to Bone Haus all the time.
It's a hike for sure.
Yeah, but it's always a pleasure when I do. You guys have brew amazing beer. Where'd you get started? Where'd you learn your chops?
I was obsessed with beer from pretty much when I started drinking. It was I was specific about the beer I was drinking, and I started my other career, and during that time, my wife bought me one of those Mr. Beer home brewing kits. Yeah, it was most disgusting thing I've probably ever made, but it was so that kind of started it, and I started home brewing quite a bit with my friends, and around the same time Bone Haus opened up. I was working for the fire department in Fountain Hills. Yeah. So I kind of, snuck over there. They were in the same building. We had a little ambulance substation. Okay. Literally in the same building that Bone Haus is in now. Okay. So my chief actually gave me the heads up. He's like, hey, everybody knew I was a beer nerd, Yeah. He's like, hey, there's a brewery opening up at the other end of the building. And I'm like, okay. He's like, take it easy now. So I walked down there and,
You're on duty sometimes. So.
Yeah, I walked down there while they were building out, and it took them 15 months to do the build out. Mm-hmm. So, I was down there all the time, pop over, say hi to Keith and his partner at the time, and eventually, when they opened up, they called me. And they're like, "All right, you want to come be our assistant brewer?" Yeah. Or if you're an Office fan, assistant to the brewer was my title for a while. I
like that. That's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I just kind of did all the dirty work. Worked for free for a little while, and did the tall guy jobs and stuff. And eventually,
up top shelf.
Yeah. So I did that both jobs for about 5 years, and then they offered me a full-time job, and couldn't say no because I just love doing it. Yeah. And then took over as a head brewer 2 years ago now.
So you've learned how to I mean, you started with Mr. Beer, but you kind of learned how to do it on a production facility.
Yeah, we upgraded. We went from that to like brewing in a bag on the stove, and then and then eventually a couple of buddies of mine and I bought the like a 15-gallon 3-vessel homebrew system. So it evolved for sure, like on the homebrew scale. But I was homebrewing while I was working at Bone Haus.
Yeah,
just because I didn't really have the creative freedom at Bone Haus at first. I was just kind of like clock in and do what work needs to be done.
Yeah.
So I kind of itched that, scratched that itch for the creativity on the homebrew side, which I definitely has flooded into what we're doing now.
Yeah. Are you from Fountain Hills originally?
No, I live in North Phoenix, but I've been I'm originally from Minnesota actually, but I've been out here for 30 years now.
Oh, okay. So you're almost native at this point.
Yeah, but I've been working in Fountain Hills since like 2015. So I'm up there more often than I'm at home. I feel like at this point.
Yeah, I moved down here in 2016. So that's when I didn't really start going over to Bone Haus until like COVID. Okay. I think I had gone there once before, but then you guys opened up that little outside table. Yeah. And that's when I first met Rachel. Okay. And then I tricked her into coming on my podcast, and we've been friends since.
She's good at these, though. She is. She's good. She's good.
No, she is. She's very good, and she's got her Beer Babes thing going on, and it's all it tastes of AZ. So yeah, I really appreciate what Rachel brings to the beer community.
Oh, she's been awesome for us and me. Just getting us out there. Yeah. And, were you at Copper State?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So we've done the welcome beer the last 3 years in a row because of Rachel and the Beer Babes. So it's given us, a bigger platform, to kind of showcase our beer, which has been, it's super cool. I'm very grateful for what she's done for us. For sure.
Let's talk about that welcome beer. Was it a session IPA or?
No, it was a West Coast Pilsner.
West Coast Pilsner. That's what it was. Yeah. West Coast Pils. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't talk to her when I got it, and so there was hazy on what kind of beer it was, but I could tell it was very hoppy though.
Yeah, well, they were just I love that. They just had giant pictures of it, and everyone that walked in, they're like, get this beer. Yeah. So it's cool. It's very cool. But yeah, it was just a Pilsner malt and hopped it up with Nelson and Citra and a little dry hop in there. But
yeah, what kind of beers do you like to drink?
IPAs were like the thing that I fell in love with as far as like craft. It took a while to get there, but definitely IPAs are up there. But over the years, lagers have been right up there with IPAs. So if I'm drinking, which it happens, I'm usually going back and forth between like something hoppy and like a light lager or some German beers or something like that. But we're really lucky what we have, out here. I drink a lot of my beer, but I drink a lot of other people's beer too, just because, there's a lot of great beer to be drank in Arizona right now. So,
there's popping up all over the place.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's super cool. All the breweries, the world-class breweries that are out here, like, some of these bottle shops have, even in California, they don't have some of the selection that we have out here. So
right, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, mostly IPAs, lagers, but I love all beer. Like I'll drink, I'll drink anything. I still get together with some buddies and drink drink a bunch of meads and barley wines and stuff like that. Those are always fun, rowdy times.
So at Bone Haus, you had to just brew what they told you to brew, but now, you still have your stalwarts, right? The ones that you guys always brew.
Yeah, and those have evolved over the years. In fact, we've done away with some of them and brought stuff back in different fashions. And most of the beers are always, kind of evolving anyways. Like the Kolsch has been through, a lot of recipe adjustments over the years. And, but yeah, it's been, we've kind of tailored what, we're brewing to what, honestly, kind of what I like to drink. Okay. So, because that's what I'm most passionate about making. Like, I want to make the beers that I like to drink. Yeah. So it's gotten, we kind of focus on like traditional styles and hoppy beers, I would say, is kind of where we're falling into there.
Yeah. Plus what your customers drink too, right?
Oh yeah. There's that for sure. Yeah. They have to drink it in order for us to make it for sure.
Or keep the roof over your head.
Exactly. That's why we still make our prickly pear beer.
Oh, okay. That's I was going to ask what your most popular one. You think that one is?
No, I think honestly right now our hazy IPAs are our most popular beers. I mean, they're always rotating. We'll bring some back here and there, and that program's kind of evolved over the last 2.5 years or so.
Yeah. I remember you had your Desert Distortion series for a while, right?
Yeah, and we still make Desert Distortion, which has kind of been a rotating hop. It's been kind of like one of those things that we use to find cool hop combinations. Like it's been Citra and Amarillo for as long as I can remember. Mm-hmm. But then we've kind of played around with other supporting hops in that one. And right now it's got Galaxy and Motueka in it. So it's been, and we've kind of stuck with that over the last, say probably like the last 5 batches or so. So it's kind of, but we're still brewing that beer as Desert Distortion. We just don't do all the episodes and stuff like we used to. Yeah. Kind of confused the market, I think, a little bit.
I figured you just did that because you always had rotating hops.
That was part of it too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're a little bit more like, direct and like, we don't want to confuse people and stuff like that. And I know how that kind of stuff gets confused just as a consumer.
Yeah.
Episodes and versions of such beer. A lot of breweries do it well, but it didn't really land the way we were doing it. So
right. Yeah.
And it gives Keith an opportunity. Keith's, our owner and kind of brand manager. He's in charge of the whole Bone Haus brand, and it gives him an opportunity to come up with new brands and new art and stuff like that. So
yeah. The and that's just going into the tap room, you see you talk about art. You got the art on the wall. You also have like statues and artifacts and like of the macabre variety.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. A lot of people dig it right when they walk in.
Yeah, it's very unique. There's not a lot going on, in anything like that, really. I mean, it's a very unique place for sure.
Yeah, and well, you have in Arizona is famous for ghost towns and haunted places and stuff like that. So it doesn't delve into that directly, but it's an adjunct to it.
No, he nails that. Like when I first saw that place, people ask me, they're like, "You're here in the morning by yourself and stuff. Are you creeped out?" I'm like, I don't know why, but no, not really. It all seems it's all so familiar now, but But I can see how somebody could be. I mean, it's there's lots of scary shit in there.
Yeah, you turn around and it's like, did that skeleton just move?
Yeah, and even if I was scared, I wouldn't tell you on a podcast,
Yeah.
Just flipping on all the light switches when I get in.
Right.
Yeah. Skeletons.
Hey, everybody, I'm here. Not yourself every time you walk into a room.
Yeah. Hopefully they're nice ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there are any ghosts in that building. It's
So are you retired from firefighting, or?
Yeah, that's the word I use. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I mean, I got a lot of like, what are you thinking? Because it's not the job that many people will leave, but and my wife has been super supportive. She just saw how much I love doing the brewing thing.
Yeah.
And still to this day, I mean, I mash in and I just like that smell. It's just, it gets me every time. So yeah, I retired.
Okay.
It was a good career. I did it for like 8 years and I had a blast. A lot of my best friends are still firefighters. My brother's a firefighter, and so I'm still connected to the people from that job, which is the most important thing for me about that job. So.
Yeah, do they come stop by every once in a while?
Yeah, I'll get my old captain stops by quite a bit. My chiefs will stop by. One of the old retired chiefs meets the current chief, and I'll hear some air horn blasts because we're in the same shopping center as Fry's, and that's where my station was right down the street. So so that's where we would shop.
Yeah.
So I'll hear sometimes I'll hear the truck and I'll see him pull up because we're kind of sunken low and they're the pull in for the shopping centers and Fry's is in a building above us, kind of up a hill.
Right, yeah.
So they can kind of look down on us when they pull in, and we'll get a couple beeps from the air horn and stuff. They're like, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's.
You guys ever do any like collab work with them, or you guys do like a?
It's funny. We talked about it when I left. I was like, we're gonna do a beer,
Yeah.
And the fire department that I worked for was Rural Metro, and now the department is the town runs it, so it's the town of Fountain Hills Fire Department now.
Yeah.
So we've talked about doing something for them, for like their charities and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's what I was thinking.
But,
the charity.
You know how it is. You talk about it. Probably happens with the podcast all the time. You're like, hey, let's do this, and then it happens with collabs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
and then
let's
never
do
happens.
this, and then
Guys sitting around drinking. Oh, it's a great idea, but then nothing ever happens.
Yeah. I had some of that a couple weeks ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of promises made, I'm sure.
Oh, at Copper State.
Yeah.
Meeting people or seeing them again.
Yeah.
After a while,
the Underbergs were all over the place at that festival, so we lost me for a little while there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, how do you feel about going to festivals? I know some people like it, some people don't. It's a double-edged sword. What's your feeling?
I love it. I mean, it's kind of a reminder, it's no secret what craft beer is different now than it was like 10 years ago. But
yeah,
it's nice. I mean, I went to some events that week with some of the some of the tap rooms in town, and we had
and you guys had a big one too.
We had the Big Bay Brew release, and it just reminds me that people are still enthusiastic about it, and festivals are a big part of that too. I think craft beer's got to be more than just beer. It's got to be, there's got to be experiences built onto that, and there's a reason some of these festivals are still going.
Right.
Years and decades later, GABF, it's shrunk a little bit, but it's still going.
And they're going outdoors this year.
I heard that. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll go for the first time. I'm hoping. I keep every year I beg, but we'll see.
I in fact I mentioned it to my brother who I do the weekly show with, the podcast with. I said, what that'd be something to be outdoors, and then you have not the Alps, the Sierras right there.
Oh,
the skyline, with the snow-capped peaks, and you're there drinking beer outside in Denver, Colorado. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner.
I've only been to Denver 2 times, but I know from talking to people from Denver, and the one time I went there, it was snowing when we landed, and then the next day it was like 68 degrees was the high. So it's a little bit of a dangerous thing, I think, just in case, could snow in October
and
in
early,
Denver. Yeah, who knows? But I'm here for it. If Bone Haus sponsors it, Keith, if you're listening, I'd love to go to Great American Beer Festival.
Yeah, I know some. We have people there who win awards a lot, or not a lot, but they've won awards at GABF.
Some local people. Yeah,
and I think most recently, Wyatt out in Pinnacle.
Super stoked for that guy. That's so cool, man. So cool. Yeah, that's the dream.
Yeah. And then, him, and then, of course, out there, Saddle Mountain is one.
Saddle Mountain just keeps winning.
That Clandestine is just like...
Such a great beer.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather drink that than Kill Lifter any day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Put a little hair on your chest, too.
Yeah.
I think it's up there like 7% or maybe a little less than that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Something
it is.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But damn good beer.
It's not a 5%er, I know that.
No. But I'm here for that. I like that.
Right. Yeah. So you mentioned before when you were younger and you first getting into craft beer, you got the Mr. Beer Kit. You were drinking. Do you remember what kind of beers you were drinking back then?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it started with like the grocery store options where you're like, oh, let's try the Sam Adams Boston Lager.
Oh yeah.
And then it grew from there because they built a Total Wine up in North Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd go there with a couple friends and, knowing nothing about beer, we would just start pulling singles off the shelf and building our own 6-packs and, all those old Dogfish beers and Lagunitas. And there's so many. Rogue was one of mine.
Flying Dog was another one.
Flying Dog was out here back in those days. Yeah, this must have been like 2010 or something like that.
Okay.
And
sad about Rogue, man.
It's really sad. Yeah, that was Rogue Dead Guy was like probably the first beer I actually fell in love with.
Yeah.
And it was just something I'd never
and a style
experienced.
You would never even know is because it was a Maibach.
I know. It's
crazy. Hoppy Maibach.
Right? I love that beer. And I haven't had it in a while. I don't know what the current state of it is, but I was talking to the folks at Wicked Rain last week. And I think they still have like a keg of it, and I'm like, well, I got to get down there, at least have a pint of it before it's gone forever.
Yeah, because they're from up in that neck of the woods.
They are, yeah. Seattle, I guess, but still,
it's Pacific Northwest. Yeah, all one community up there.
Good vibes up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember, Dead Guy was, because I'm from California, so we had it. So that was one of the first ones I liked too. And because my brother is the one who got me into craft beer, and he loves the Maibach is his favorite style. One of his top 3 favorite styles.
Because of Dead Guy, or?
No, I think is because of Gordon Biersch is out there in San Jose.
Yeah.
And so we used to get it all over the place in San Jose. It was like very, like his favorite is their Märzen.
Okay.
Yeah, which is
that was a
tremendous style.
I think that was an award winner.
Maybe one time back in the day.
I think back in the day.
They had to scale back after the restaurant closed. They scaled back a lot, and they're still there though, and they're still producing.
Yeah, and they produced a lot of good brewers too.
Yeah.
Like the industry.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I
The
didn't know
industry
that.
is full of like former Gordon Biersch brewers. Them and Rock Bottom and like some of those other places like that produced a lot of really good award-winning brewers.
Oh yeah, the New Bohemian out in Santa Cruz. I don't know if they're still around, but their head brewer Ryan. He came from Gordon Biersch. San Jose, yeah.
Okay.
So I guess you're right. I guess I did know one.
Is that where you're from, San Jose?
Santa Clara to be exact.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, right there. Right
that was just
San
up
Jose.
we went to Yosemite a few months ago.
Oh, that's one of my favorite places on earth.
Hit up
man.
Santa Cruz. I'm like, I was like, told my wife, I'm like, we got to go to Santa Cruz. Mm-hmm. No reason other than beer and the beach, like, because there's just some great beer out there.
Which ones did you try when you were out there? Did you go to
what's a Private Press?
Oh yeah, I heard of them. Never been.
It's insane. They make really like just insane barrel aged beers.
Oh, okay.
They have like 4 taps, and they're all like 14+%. I tried all 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then we went to Humble Sea. And,
Humble Sea is really good.
What else do we hit out there? It's another one we hit. Drawing a blank right now. But yeah, it's a cool beer scene out there for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Santa Adarius.
Oh yeah, Sarah. It's a little bit south of Santa Cruz.
Yeah. We went to like their. They had like a pizza kitchen and another one. I'm like, we're gonna be here like 2 hours. I'm just gonna try everything they have on tap.
Yeah, because they have like all the not just the kettle sours, but like the wild ales and everything.
Yeah,
too,
they
right?
do great lagers and like hoppy beers too.
Yes,
they do an awesome job. It's I was impressed by the beer scene out there.
Yeah,
they're fun town too,
and it's nice that they're still there because of Rare Barrel had to close up shop like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and so at least they still have a wild ale, centric brewery out there.
I want to say Cellar Maker owns part of Rare Barrel. Don't quote me on that. I think they kind of revived it a little bit, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
try and keep up, but man, there's so many sad stories about places shutting down, and good places too, which is the scary thing.
Well, I'm thinking maybe the Rogue will get bought by someone. At least the brand name. Yeah. At least the brand name gets bought and
bring back some of the classic beers and stuff.
Yeah. I even like local breweries have bought brands just for the Huss owns Papago Orange Wheat because everyone loves that beer.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, but there's a good following.
Yeah, there are people. It's what's great about beers. There's something for everyone.
Right. Yeah. Do you have any favorites from back in the day?
Well, I mean, other than like Dead Guy and some of those really old classics, like once I started getting into IPAs, it was like it's like game over. Trying Pliny and then trying Alpine Nelson.
Oh, I remember that one.
Southern California beers.
That was my first Nelson beer. It's just amazing.
Oh my god, like the Green Flash West Coast IPA, those crazy
or the Palette Wrecker
IBU war beers. Yeah, I mean, I just and then. Hazy IPAs kind of came in full force there.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'd try some stuff from, Treehouse or Other Half. And you're like, damn, this is crazy. And that was part of what really got me going with homebrewing because I was just super intensely curious about how you get that from the same 4 ingredients as you get a Pilsner or something like that. It's just... It was crazy, and I was putting stupid amount of hops in these home brews, putting a full pound in like a 6-gallon batch just to see there's
a lot of money.
It's like all true, yeah. Well, I'm still doing stupid stuff like that, there's a trick to it for sure.
Yeah, I think when I had the representative from Fate out here, I try to nudge them to bring back Fatality.
Oh yeah, do they not make that anymore?
I haven't seen it in a long time, unless they have it at the brewery itself, because I haven't been there. In a while. But
they were like locally one of the really influential breweries for me too. The Candy Bar Milk Stout I remember going and getting multiple growlers filled to that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And I still to this day, I mean, there was a time where I would buy like a case of that stuff every year. But now I have so many beers in my fridge. I wouldn't even have.
Yeah, you have your own now. Yeah.
I got my wife's like, okay, yeah, garage bar, sure, go for it. We don't have kids, and then she's like, and then you can fill up your garage fridge with all your beer, and it's pretty much full all the time. It's kind of stupid, but
hey, I mean that's part of the industry, though.
It's part of the job. If I'm not drinking it, how can I expect all these other people to drink it?
Quality control, babe.
Amen to that.
Do you? I'm sure you're critical of your beers in other places, like when you sip it.
I have a tough time not finding flaws in my beers, but I don't.
Oh, not just that. I'm just talking about like going to like a bar or restaurant that's pouring your beer.
I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, because unless somebody's like, hey, this tastes like shit.
Yeah, it tastes like butter.
Like, okay,
or
well, let me taste it.
Or sour apple.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just I drink so much of it at Bone Haus, so I'm good. I'll bring some home. I mean, I'm not against drinking my own beer, but if at some point that I like my beer more than I like all this other beer, then I will only drink Bone Haus beer. But
all right.
That's part of the journey, right?
Just
always trying to make it better.
Yeah, I mean, always try to improve yourself.
Yeah.
And just like your brewing knowledge, always improving yourself.
Oh yeah. I'll have to read that water book for a fourth time. Maybe I'll figure that out eventually.
I was going to ask if you study any, like now that you're the head brewer over there, do you keep studying just to improve your craft?
Yeah, I've never been a huge book reader, but I've forced myself to be when it comes to brewing. I mean, I just want to, I want to know as much as I can about what I'm doing.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I read books. I listen to a ton of podcasts. Like there's a lot of good like technical brewing podcasts out there that I've probably listened to every episode, if not, some episodes multiple times, just to, like, did I miss something here?
Glean some knowledge out of it.
I mean, there's so much out there, and brewers have been so forthcoming with all that information. It's been really cool. I mean, if you want to know, all that stuff's out there to find out. Like, there's some time and effort to put into it, but there's a lot of stuff out there for sure. Yeah,
I think it's definitely an open share type of community when it comes to, maybe not, you don't tell everyone, but if it's out there, you can find it, or you know people. I mean, I'm sure you know a bunch of brewers, and you guys talk about like mishaps or lessons or something like that.
Yeah. We have a secret group chat where we talk about all the mistakes.
Oh no, I'm not talking about.
I'm kidding.
Like when you're there at the like Copper State Beer Festival or Strong Beer coming up. And you guys talk about, oh man, I had this one beer, blah blah blah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It crashed on me and.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Had some glycol issues. Beer got cold.
And then you store that in your memory. You're like, oh, this guy said he did this to fix this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and that's the same with all these like really good podcasts. A lot of brewers are really, honest about mistakes they've made and stuff like that. And that's refreshing too for someone who cares about doing things the right way. And, when you hear from people you admire in the industry that have made the same mistakes that you're making. Right. You're like, okay, well, you got to walk the road yourself, and you're gonna stumble a little bit, but I feel like we're in a pretty good place right now.
Oh yeah, you guys are doing fantastic.
Thanks,
you guys, when did you have events like the chili cook-off? Right
We just had that. They just did that yesterday.
Yeah. How'd that go?
It looked like it went awesome. I mean, it looked like I just saw a little video from it. And it looked like it was packed. Like, people really, I think we had the most entries we've ever had this year.
Yeah.
It's so far for me to go out there. So I'm rarely going out there on days that I'm not working.
Yeah.
But I thought about going, but I had some other stuff I was doing yesterday, but that kind of stuff is a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
And we on the group chat, we killed like 3 different beers So ran out of like 3 different beers. So they must have been drinking pretty heavy yesterday. So that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's just more product to sell.
Yeah. So ran out of a couple IPAs. So more room for new stuff.
Cool. Did you want to grab another beer?
I would love to. Absolutely.
Let's hit pause real quick. All right, so we're back from getting our. What'd you get this time?
I got Black Caddis. I got the.
It's a porter, huh?
I think it's a Baltic porter from
Baltic porter.
Yeah.
So Baltic porters, they use lager yeast. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So typically I think the ABV kind of fluctuates, but I've seen a lot of higher ABV Baltic porters, but I'm a sucker for anything like around the 5% range.
Yeah.
Just in general, if every beer could be 5%, I'd be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're not going to get too blitzed.
If you put in work, you can get there.
Oh yeah, but then, even with the a 2.3 sour.
Yeah,
or something.
I got there on Miller Lights quite a bunch when I was in my early 20s.
Yeah, you need to polish the whole case, but
yeah.
Do you guys do barrel aging over there?
We haven't. We haven't gotten into it. I've actually talked to a couple brewer friends of mine about like getting into it.
Yeah.
And when we've been offered barrels, we were kind of focused on production for the distributor for a long time, so we didn't have a lot of time to put into stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're kind of focusing a little bit more on self-distro right now, so I think we may have an opportunity to sneak that in.
Okay.
But it's something we get asked about a lot. That and sours, and I always try and stay away from it. But one of these days, there's going to be a sour.
I'm not big on sours, but there's a market out there for it.
There is.
You might as well to put your toe into it, right?
Yeah, I always get bullied about that and seltzers and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll see. One of these days, I'll crack.
Yeah.
We got to pay the bills, like you said. So
yeah,
I can't do just everything I want to do.
Yeah, never say never.
Never say never. No, I won't. I won't. I'll push back though.
Yeah. So that was my next question. Was you're not into personally drinking those?
Sours?
Yeah.
I actually do like, I'll drink some wild ales and stuff like that, especially, some of those bottle shares or something like that. I love drinking those Cantillon bottles or.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about like the kettle sours though.
Oh yeah.
The smoothies.
There was a time where I was probably more into them than not, but
yeah.
And I can only drink a little bit of that. So but I'll get a super fruited. I think I tried Smelter Town's. They did like a fruited sour for Copper State.
Oh yeah, was it blueberry or blackberry or something like that?
Blackberry pie.
That was a lot more tart than I thought it was going to be.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
So I like that. Like I'm not opposed to it completely, but just as far as like brewing's concerned, I haven't been bullied hard enough into that.
You got to go pick their brain on it because they've won the People's Choice the last 4 years in a row.
I know. Those guys are awesome though.
Yeah.
I love Tim and Jeff are like the coolest guys. They're so much fun.
I've talked to Jeff before. I haven't talked to Tim yet though. I met him once.
Yeah. They're a lot of fun to hang out. We've done a collab at their place and our place, and we're going up there for their Clarkdale Beer Fest, and I think it's in March maybe.
March? Okay, yeah. I know it's in spring. They do it around springtime.
Something like that. Yeah. It's coming up. I'm definitely going to go up there for that, just to hang out with them. And there's some other, friends that are going up there.
Yeah,
so.
they have that. Is it at that park right there?
Right across the street from the brewery. Yeah.
That's a cool little park.
It is. Yeah. It's a
good
great
venue.
Town. Great town. Cottonwood's underrated too, like downtown Cottonwood.
Yeah, I haven't been to Conroe. I've been to Clarkdale because of Smelter Town. But yeah, it's a sleepy little town, but man, they make some good beer up there.
They do, man. They kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kill it, and they're good dudes on top of it. So
yeah, I know a friend of mine, Will from Catalyst. Okay. He says they're really great as giving him tips, and anytime he needs to bend their ear, they're there for him and everything.
Yeah, they're smart guys for sure.
Yeah.
They got good taste in music too.
All right, I didn't know that they excelled in that too.
They excel very much so. Yeah.
What other breweries do you like in the valley?
I've been like, I kind of grew up, so to speak, drinking like Wren House and Tombstone and Pueblo Vita, and Fate and some of these other guys. But those were like Dark Sky. I loved going up to Flagstaff, and and those guys are so awesome too. Ryan and the crew up there are great. But yeah, those were like definitely the main ones when I was like going to beer release back in the beer release days and stuff like that. Yeah.
Lining up for beer.
Yeah. I don't make it out quite as much as I used to, but I know those guys are still cranking out good beers. So
yeah, I know that. I mean, I don't think people line up for beer anymore like they used to.
No, they don't.
I remember Black Friday used to be, for the Bourbon County release. People around the corner near the liquor store.
I'll still find a place every Black Friday.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. Every year. I'll still go I'm right down the street from Craft Beer Hop Stop and Craft Beer Quick Stop.
Oh, yeah.
So
with Alan, right?
Yeah, Alan,
he's a good dude.
And then Deep and Mita over there. So I'll always stop by those places and see if I can snag a bottle, see what's left over after the rush. I'm just glad those, the people that show up and line up still exist. It gives me hope,
Okay, wow, that's I actually remember lining up at Craft Beer Quick Stop.
Yep.
Like when I first moved out here for BCBS.
Yep, they get massive amounts. They've always gotten like the good variants and stuff too.
Yeah, well, I mean, they sell a lot of their beer. And I think that's the prelude to it, right? You have to sell a lot of Goose
Something
Island.
like that. Yeah. That's definitely a part of stuff like that.
Yeah, they give you an allotment or whatever.
Right. You get the good stuff. Yeah.
So you're originally from Minnesota?
I am.
Yeah.
Are you going to ask me about Sam Darnold right now?
No, I'm going to ask you I'm just going to ask you about sports in general.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So are you still a Minnesota fan?
I'm a
okay.
I'm a diehard Vikings fan.
Vikings, Twins.
You know what? No, and I'm going to get some hate for this, I'm sure. Okay. But I'm the Vikings and then Arizona teams.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We don't have a hockey team anymore. But
yeah.
I moved out here in 98, so it was right when the D-backs started and the Coyotes started. So, yeah, I've been, to many, many D-backs and Coyotes games and Suns games. So those are my, I guess I could say I'm a Mammoth fan for now. And fan is a strong word because I'm still pretty angry, but
I've heard
angry is not the right word, but
I've heard there's some rumblings that Arizona might get another.
Yeah, it sounds like
hockey team.
Sounds like the right people are like making moves to make it happen. Like they created some kind of group that Shane Doan's wife's part of it, and so it sounds like they've created this committee that's, their sole purpose is to bring hockey back to Arizona. So long way to go. They need some land and plans for an arena and all that, I think, before the NHL will even consider it. But I mean, there's hope on the horizon. For now, at least, most of the old, we got quite a few players that were Coyotes players that are still playing in Utah. So, by default, those are the guys I watch.
So you're cheering for the players more than
the I mean, there's probably like 65% of the roster played as Arizona Coyotes. So at least there's that for now. Once that gets below that like 40% mark, it'll be a little harder to have any emotional draw to it. We tried to. My wife and her dad's a big hockey fan too, so we went out to Utah last year.
Oh, okay.
And we went to see a Mammoth game. It was kind of depressing, honestly. Like it was
really,
I had my little Coyotes hat on, and I'm walking around the arena, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you poor guy!" Like everyone's like sympathetic to me. Like, no, I felt like I showed up to like my ex-girlfriend's like party or something like that, and everyone's like, "Why is he here?"
Yeah.
But cool town.
Yeah,
some good beer in Salt Lake too.
Oh yeah, I've never been. Do you go like to when you go on vacation? Like, what breweries are there? Can I?
Oh yeah, my wife is a trooper. She's like she likes beer, but no, it's a big part of our travel. Is like where am I going? Like we got our tourist stuff, and then where are we going to drink?
Yeah. Have you ever done it on purpose? Like I want to go to Massachusetts for Treehouse or out to Santa Rosa for Russian River or something like that?
Yeah, I haven't been to Santa Rosa. That's definitely on the beer bucket list. Back when I think they still do it. Bottle Logic does a Week of Logic.
Mm-hmm.
So they do like, they set up a bunch of tents behind their brewery, and it's like an outdoor kind of festival thing, and they pour a bunch of different barrel-aged beers and all kinds of stuff. And that was when you can only buy Bottle Logic bottles on like Eventbrite.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I bought some of whatever the release was at the time. I think it was like a cinnamon bun, barrel-aged cinnamon bun stout. I can't remember what it was called.
Some weird adjuncts.
But I was like, okay, I got to either drive out or fly out. And my mom is a flight attendant.
Okay.
So I was able to fly on her passes.
Oh,
and
nice.
My buddy and I flew out to, I don't know what the airport, Orange County maybe airport. Okay. And we Ubered over to Bottle Logic with our like backpacks on, and I had to like check a bag so I could bring my bottles back. Mm-hmm. And we hung out at Week of Logic, drank a bunch of beers, got an Uber back to the airport, and flew home that same day. So I've done some pretty stupid beer travel.
That's I don't know, stupid or dedicated. I don't know.
That's commitment.
Commitment,
right there. Yeah. That's how I know I'm in the right place. That's why I know I made a good career decision.
That's awesome. I never heard that. I've gone to places because of breweries, but I never done the 1-day trip thing.
Well, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have the passes, But
okay. Good point.
We got lucky we didn't get bumped too. So.
Yeah, because you're subject to paying passengers.
Oh yeah. The flights were pretty empty that day, so.
Good.
We lucked out, but yeah. So I mean that, and the only reason really we went to Santa Cruz a couple months ago was because I was like, we should go watch. I think we were staying in Yosemite until like Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Or near Yosemite. And I was like, we should go to the nearest really good beer town and watch football and drink some really good beer.
Yeah. And have some to eat.
Convinced the wife, and she's like, all right. So yes, absolutely.
And
every time we travel, that's like the main thing I'm looking at.
Yeah. And Santa Cruz, that's where they filmed The Lost Boys. I don't know if you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, that opening scene where they're in the amusement park parking lot. That's the parking lot for the boardwalk.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and then
I'll have to rewatch that now.
And then right down the street, there's a comic book store. That's where the Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, the Frog Brothers. That's their comic book store.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh yeah, I grew up there, so it was like a big thing. Plus, I also loved that movie too. So.
Yeah. Does that mean you're a Niners fan then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All Bay Area teams: Niners, Giants.
All right.
Warriors and Sharks.
Okay.
But my brother, he's an Ace fan though. Boy, that poor guy.
Oh man, that sucks. Yeah. Well, I can relate as a Coyotes fan.
Okay. Yeah.
It sucks to lose your team, man.
Yeah.
So. At least they got him, in Sacramento for another year, 2 years?
Yeah, whenever they get finished, they're...
That ballpark's going to take a while.
Yeah, I think so, too. And my mom, she's a Raider fan.
Oh, you're all over the place.
Yeah, because she grew up there in Union City, which is in the East Bay, which is just in the south of Oakland, 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But, she had to lose her team twice. Because back in the 80s when they moved to LA, then they came back, and then they go to Las Vegas.
And hitting the same town twice. Vegas poached you twice, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. The business side of that is terrible. Because I know, Coyotes fans especially, there probably didn't seem like there were many of us, but, very loyal, the ones that, did show up and did keep watching. So it's devastating, man. Like I definitely maybe shed a tear or two when that whole thing went down, but
kind of a slow death too because they left their arena.
And the Tempe thing.
And then they went to that Mullet Arena. Cool. I went to a game there once.
I went to a couple. Yeah, it was fun. It's fun atmosphere, but you were in there and you're like, okay, this is probably not a good sign.
Yeah.
Same with A's playing in Sacramento. You're like, oh, it's kind of when you see it on TV, you're like, ooh, it's kind of not great. But at least,
the visuals are bad.
Yeah, I had a lot of good memories though. So hopefully they at least got a committee set up to try and bring them back.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Or bring a team here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm partial to them being the Coyotes again.
Yeah,
because it wasn't the fans' fault, and it wasn't.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking different ownership group.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, forget that guy.
Yeah, a new franchise.
Yeah,
with the old name, kind of like the Browns did.
For sure. Yeah. I like it.
I mean, the fifth biggest metropolitan area in the U.S. It's a big market not to have.
Yeah.
For any sports team, any sporting team.
Yeah. I mean, it was a tough team to love for a long time.
Yeah.
So I understand. I understand why casual fans weren't watching.
Yeah.
But we tried.
Yeah.
I tried to go to as many games as I could, but only so much one man can do.
Yeah, you can't go to enough games to keep them here, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and I can't afford to. So.
And I think the writing was on the wall. It didn't matter if people showed up; they were leaving anyway.
Yeah, once they made the move to Tempe, I think and there's some ideas about the ownership and whether the NHL wanted to really move forward with those owners, anyways.
Yeah,
that could have been part of it too. And hearing what we've heard over the last year or two, it's probably best that those guys aren't the guys to bring hockey forward. But
yeah.
Would have been nice just to get something in place and get like a North Scottsdale arena or something like that. And,
yeah.
They were going to sell the team or the NHL was going to do something, but shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Here we are. Now I'm a Utah Mammoth fan, apparently.
Onward and upward, as they say.
Yeah. My wife bought me a pennant for my garage bar, so apparently I'm
okay.
I'm stuck now.
Yeah, you're in it, at least for the time being.
Yeah, put it next to my Coyotes, my defunct Coyotes banner.
How do you feel about the offseason moves the Vikings have made? They let go of their GM.
That was kind of surprising, but it probably had to happen. Once Sam made it to the Super Bowl, it was like, all right, we've been in quarterback purgatory for the entire. I mean, we've had a couple really good quarterbacks. We had Culpepper, we had Brett Favre, and Kirk was a pretty good quarterback. Looking back at it,
he was good.
And
not great, but good.
Yeah, I mean, even when a lot of fans were calling to get rid of Kirk, I was like, well, look back at our history. I mean, it's not like the grass isn't always greener. And then we got lucky with Sam, wins 14 games, and they're like, nah, we got this. Like, and it sounds like there was some bashing of heads in the front office with the coach and the general manager. So, yeah, I mean, I have such mixed feelings with Darnold making the Super Bowl because it's like I love that guy. I mean, he was fun to watch. He seems like a really awesome guy.
Yeah, and
so you're so happy for him, but at the same time, you're like, damn, like
what could have been?
That's crazy. Yeah. Like this guy just won 14 games 2 years in a row with two different teams. And how often there's not a lot of examples of teams just getting rid of quarterbacks after winning 14 games in a season. I mean, I don't know if you remember when all the wildfires in LA last year around this time.
I remember that.
And they had to move the Rams-Vikings playoff game to Glendale. Yeah. So I went to that.
Okay.
And, I mean, you could watch that game and say, He kind of got exposed a little bit. He also got sacked, I think, 9 times. 9 times. I mean, I think it was a record, like for Vikings giving up sacks in a game. So I mean, that's not a fair assessment. You're not going to have a good game. You're not going to win a game if you get sacked 9 times. So I don't know. He didn't really get a fair shake. He's looking great in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for him. But I'm minorly devastated right now. Hopefully that JJ thing works out. Yeah,
I'm not a big believer in JJ. I'm not a Vikings fan at all.
Yeah,
but when the Vikings drafted him, I'm like, no, this ain't gonna work. He got drafted too high, in my personal opinion.
Well, a lot of some good quarterbacks went before him too. I think Bo Nix went right before him. And it was a running offense in Michigan.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't really asked to do a lot out there.
Right.
So it was definitely a surprising move, but I trusted Kevin O'Connell. Like I think he's a great coach.
He is.
Looking at Quessie's drafts over the years, like he's not been probably the greatest general manager, and someone's had to roll for what happened with Sam.
Right.
But I had like this blind faith in the process. I'm like, all right, he did it. He did it with Sam.
Yeah.
O'Connell can do it again.
I do the same thing with the Niners. Like, okay, they see the player in and out, in and out every day. So I don't. So I have to trust what they do.
Right.
But then at the end of the season, you'd be like, that was obviously the wrong call.
Still human beings making these decisions. Imperfect dudes making these decisions.
Right. Exactly.
But no, but JJ only played, I think, 9 games, and he has a winning record as a starting quarterback, if you believe that. I think he went 5-4.
He showed some flashes of greatness, but just can't put it all together.
He throws the ball really hard on like every throw. So I think
he needs a touch.
We had a lot of drops early in the season because of
Kaepernick used to do that though as well. He didn't have a good touch to the ball.
Yeah. It's we'll see. I hope it works out, but I could also see like a big offseason blockbuster trade. There are a lot of Joe Burrow rumors because of Jefferson.
That'd be something, especially
that'd be pretty cool. We haven't had a guy like that in ever, really.
And that what do you call it? That division would be just, oh my God, like who do you?
Crazy.
Like how do you stop the division? If Joe Burrow goes to Minnesota,
I just hope it's not an Aaron Rodgers rental kind of.
Oh yeah, I don't think so because Joe Burrow's way younger than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. I feel like that would be a weird move, but I've heard people talk about bringing Kirk Cousins back just to do like a competition at quarterback, but I don't know. At some point, they're going to have to move on either way, whether it's with JJ or without him. But we'll see.
Yeah,
it's a depressing place to be right now as a Vikings fan.
Yeah, but now just like every season with every team, the very first week of regular season, everyone's hopeful. Everyone's 0-0.
Exactly. That's where my baseball mind is right now.
Okay,
I'm just stoked about the D-backs because got some decent off-season moves and see what happens there.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for the Giants, but at the same time, I don't like they got a young coach. He's never been in the major leagues before. I think they got it from Tennessee.
That's right. Yeah, they hired that. Yeah, the college coach.
Yeah,
isn't that like the first time that's ever happened?
I think so. Yeah,
like that a coach has made a jump because he's never coached at any level in the majors.
Yeah,
or
not
minors,
assistant
right?
I don't think
he's
so.
He's only been a college coach.
I think so. Yeah,
yeah, that's wild.
And then some of the we can't sign any of the big players because the Dodgers have all that wrapped up.
Don't get me started on that.
No,
that's crazy, dude.
I've been a Dodger hater before they were doing that. Now that they're doing that,
I hated the Dodgers before it was cool. Yeah.
Well, because I'm a Giants fan, so that's our natural rivalry.
Right there with you, dude.
So yeah, it just sucks, man. What's going to happen in 10 years when they got to play these, or 5 years when they have to start paying them their real contracts? What the hell's going to happen?
Hopefully they're too broke to be in any kind of contention. That'd be cool, but it's kind of the whole lockout thing is really looming because of the lack of salary cap.
And that's how they're going to get out of it.
And it's not, their moves aren't helping the case of like playing baseball. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. We'll see how that whole thing works out. But
after this year, right? The lockout.
I think we got this season, and then the next year the contract's up with the Players Association.
Okay.
So we'll see. I want baseball. I still got PTSD from the COVID years, not having baseball. What did we get, like 60 games that year?
It was so bad.
It was already so boring.
Stadiums,
it was already so boring, and then there was no sports on. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Please give me some baseball.
Then we had bubble basketball. That was weird.
Oh, man, it was weird. I'm glad the Lakers won it that year, though.
Yeah, all the little asterisks on there.
Yeah. So we have that in common. We hate all the LA sports teams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Being from Northern California.
I like the people in LA.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I hate their sports teams.
Yeah, I love their beer.
I love the beer. I love their beer.
Oh, shit. All right, Kerry, thanks so much for joining me today, man.
Fun. Yeah.
I had a good time, too. And I love Bone Haus and wish nothing but the best for you guys.
Sweet, man. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.